start off by introducing yourself.
Okay. Hi, my name is Mami from We Are Heroes.
And how long have you been dancing?
I've been dancing almost 9 years.
And who are some of your inspirations?
Can I say who or what?
Both. If you
Okay.
can.
What inspired me is everything, like from nature to machine, like seeing tree moving or leaf waving, that inspires me too also, and how I feel from heart or something. It's not just from dance, but the person who I say will be Michael Jackson.
And where are you from?
I'm from Japan, Okayama, which is really countryside.
And who are the top dancers in that culture? Not just now, but even going back maybe to the 80s, 90s, were there top dancers then that people looked up to back then?
There's tons of dancers that are like so great. Like I cannot even bring up the name, like everything. But I'm Japanese, so I want to say one name from Japanese dancer. His name is Kento Mori, and he is a huge dancer now in Japan, like one of the legend in Japan. He danced for Madonna and he booked Michael Jackson, but he couldn't do it because like he booked both at the same time. But like I looked up him all the time, and like I used to work with him all the time. But he's my biggest inspiration still.
And how did you end up linking up with the girls and going through the whole process of auditioning for ABDC? What made you guys want to do that together?
Sorry, can you say it again?
What made you, want to do the show ABDC and link up with the girls? Explain how that relationship came about.
Okay, we got together right before the show, so it was so miracle. Like we didn't really expect it to do the show, but I did an audition before, like season 3 with the other crew, and then one of the girl who made our crew, her name is Hiro, and she was auditioning every season, and this season she got, let's do girls crew, and we got together by her. Like she called everybody, and first time she called me, I was like, I don't know about that. Like I wasn't sure I want to do it or no, because I didn't know anybody, only her and Ricky. Like I only knew 2 girls, and the other 2 girls, her name is Ali and Michelle. I didn't know them, so I wasn't sure if I want to do it. I want to win, of course. So I was like, I don't know, but she had so much passion about it. I need you in my crew. I need you in my crew. So I was like, and finally I decided after she called me 3 times or 4 times, like talking on the phone like 2 hours or something. And I was like, okay, let's try. And when we started to practice together, I started to feel like, there's a miracle, we're gonna win. And like first time when we met, we were like, nice to meet you, nice to meet you. But like when we started to do it, our focus was to win. Everybody had the same goal. So we are like, to the same point. So we got so much closer. But girls is girls. So like we didn't know each other, and we didn't know what she likes, what these girls like, And we had so much different personality, and also we had so much different dance style too. So we were so hard to know each other, but we all were like so focused girls, and also we all had like really good heart. So like we fight a lot, but we like whenever we fight, we got closer and closer. So like we became like family. Like first we were like hi, being a good girl, like but the point when we won the show, we were like so loving each other. Like I think we hated each other too, but that's what made us like family. And now it's been 3 years being together, and we know everything each other, and we are so close. And it was hard, like one point or some point we didn't know like what's going on with us, because like girls has so many problems, like love or like relationship with friend or like going through something with the family, so everybody had so much tough situation, but girls is really strong. So like we went through by ourselves, and also we had family, around us, like those girls always got my back, So like that made especially for me, like I feel always those love. So like I don't have any family here, so like I needed a family, and they're my family. So I never felt that like Japanese get along each other really well, because like we grew up in the same culture. But it was hard to understand like American people because like we have different culture. But like these girls made me feel like, okay, I can get along with the other culture people. And that's what great about We Are Heroes. Like we all came from different cities and culture, like two girls from Japan. So like we are so international, but we, try to understand each other. So that made us grow up and be better person, better dancers.
Yes. And now a lot of we come across a lot of street dancers, and they're like, "Oh, the show, it's not this, it's not real, it's not blah blah blah." How hard is it to be on that show and to pull off the routines and everything? Can you talk about that a little bit? Because at the end of the day, you still have to put together, a piece and perform on TV, national TV. And to me, that's real, regardless of it may not be your favorite street dancer on TV, but it's still a real situation that you have to get on that stage every week and perform and not mess up and be judged in front of the world.
Yeah, it was really hard to be on a show. Like every week we have to do something different, But like I understand both side, Hollywood side and also street side. And I respect so much about street style. So like I always go to look up the dancers who is like really street dancers, especially like New York dancers. Like I have tons of the name that like I look up, but like to be on a show, we have to know how to remember the choreo and also make it dope as close to the street dancers. So like we had to have really good balance for both, and also it's TV show, so we have to smile and dance. So like it was really hard to keep it real, but try to keep it real as much as I can, so that my soul doesn't die, But to remember the choreo, it was like from training. So it was already in my body. So it was not the hard part, but like the hard part to be on the show was keep the soul here, and dance with the soul. And sometimes I feel like I'm lacking the soul to be on the show, but I tried my best, and that made us win, I hope.
How is dance culture different in Japan than here in the States? Is there more of appreciation of it over there, more of a discipline? How is it different? And how is it alike?
Okay. The crazy things is that in Japan right now, for the children, one of the, like what you want to be in the future, number one is dancer. It never be that way before when I was in Japan. So it's crazy now. Dance community is huge, and many TV shows about dancing. So now there are so many appreciation for dancer. Like when I was in Japan, my parents never wanted me to dance. They're like, dance, because like club scene is, especially in Japan, people smoke a lot cigarette and drink and waste it. So like my dad and mom is really strict. So they're like, don't go there, and come back really late. So they're like, they felt dance culture is unhealthy, like hip hop culture is unhealthy. But now, many parents want their children to dance, and even in school they started to teach hip hop dance, and which is I'm not sure because who is going to teach for them, you know? So, but there's huge appreciation for dance community right now in Japan.
And what have you individually and the girls have been doing since the show?
Okay. Me or
Both.
okay. Since we won the show, my crew is so blessing. Which one?
Blessed.
We are so blessed. So we performed everywhere, like from China, Canada, and all over the United States. Also, we did opera, Ellen.
Wow.
Yeah, and what we did? Like we did the Alexa Chan show on MTV. For we performed for Rihanna, and yeah, and we did music video and stuff like that. And we are still going on. Like we gonna perform China again, and also we worked for huge company like Japanese company like which is Toshiba or Konami or those companies. So like whatever we can do for pushing us or pushing dance community or whatever, you know, we do what we can do.
Yes.
Yeah, and as an individual, everybody is different. But as me, I used to not right now, but I was after I won the show, I was working for the Japanese TV show and fashion show, huge fashion show, and also yeah, those things was my individual things, but also danced for some music video, which is like Beyonce, Lloyd, and Basta Rhymes, and those people. Yeah, so everybody is different.
Okay, and last question. If you had a stadium full of young ladies and they wanted to dance, what advice would you give them?
That's the hard one. The advice that I can give to the young ladies is that trust yourself and do whatever you want to do, because you may gonna die tomorrow. Nothing, you never know what happened in the future. I never knew I'm gonna stay here for 5-6 years and achieve what I was dreaming about. I never expect that before, but I just trust myself and keep pushing. So that's what you can do.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Was okay?